Thank you very much. So good morning. It's Tuesday, the 26th of August, and we're here in a subcommittee hearing of the licensing committee. As you will have just heard, the session is being recorded. So we'll be able to look back on it in the future. My name's Louise Bown. I'm councillor for Radipole, which is an area in Weymouth, and I'm also vice chair of the licensing committee, and I'm going to be chairing this committee today, probably, if I get voted in, we'll see. And alongside me, I've got Councillor North Dorset.
Morning, my name's Councillor Jill Hames. I represent Chalk Valleys, which is a very large and largely unpopulated area in the middle of Dorset.
Thank you. And we've got officers with us today.
John Miles, Democratic Services. I'll be taking the minutes for this meeting.
I'm Laura Orcher from Legal Services. Will provide advice to the subcommittee if they need it.
Senior Licensing Officer and Report Officer.
Joshua Kennedy, Democratic Services Officer. I'm just in the IT this.
Thank you. We do need to formally elect a chair of the meeting, although you will see I am already sitting in the middle. Do I have any nominations?
Yes, I'll nominate.
Thank you very much. Second. Thank you very much. So I'm going to be chairing the meeting. Thank you. So we've already introduced everybody. Apologies. Are there any apologies, John?
No, we haven't received any.
No apologies. I haven't got any declarations of interest, ladies. Have we got any declarations of interest on any of the cases today? Okay, so we're going to look at our first case, which is the application for a new premises licence, 3 Church Street in Wimborne. So I'm going to turn to the licensing officer and ask you please to outline the application.
Thank you, Sharon. Yes, as you said, this is a hearing to consider a new premises licence application for Love Italy, 3 Church Street in Wimborne. The application is for the supply of alcohol on and off the premises Monday to Sunday between 0900 and 2300. The full application can be found at Appendix 1. There were no representations received from any of the responsible authorities, so police, fire, etc. There were, however, 2 relevant representations received from members of the public. These representations were made on the licensing objectives of the prevention of public nuisance and crime and disorder due to potential noise and antisocial behaviour. These comments can be found at Appendix 2. Supplemental correspondence has been received from the members of the public. And within this correspondence, the interested parties have asked if the pavement licence has been applied for. This licence enables premises to put tables and chairs on the highway and to allow people to sit outside their establishment to consume food and drink consumed there. This is a separate licence to the actual premises licence, but is issued by the licensing team. And to date, the licence has not yet been applied for. However, I understand from a colleague that the applicant will be doing so because I think you've only just took over the lease from the premises. I can confirm members of the premises licence holder have received this supplemental information. The steps that the subcommittee may take after they've considered all the information contained in the report, the written representations and anything that is said at the hearing are to grant the licence subject to conditions as the authority considers appropriate for the promotion of the licence objectives and the mandatory objectives, to exclude from the scope of the licence the licence of activities which the application relates, to refuse to specify a person on the licence as a designated premises supervisor, or to reject the application. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we've heard from the officer. Now I want to reassure you that we've all had a chance to read your application, so consider that read. We also have had a chance to question the officers about any questions we had about that application, although it was pretty straightforward, to be fair. I just would like to give you, bearing in mind that we have read the stuff, I'd like to give you an opportunity to present your case to us, convince us why you should have a licence.
Okay, so I also have a restaurant 11 years in Ringwood with a premises license. I never had any objection, any problems. Okay, the purpose of my business in Wimborne is just a coffee shop, lunch, and breakfast, and we will sell only expensive wine, no draft beers or any cans. And as I have already a restaurant established in Ringwood, basically I won't have the same concept in Wimborne. Okay, so basically it's not gonna be, it's gonna be like sort of yeah, it's what can I say? It's
like an Italian.
it's an Italian coffee shop, so it's nothing to do with social behavior. We never had that problem. I don't want as well have that sort of problem. I never been in a problem anti-social behavior before in my life. So I don't see why it's gonna be noise if it's a lunchtime. I don't see why it's gonna be any social behavior if it's gonna open just lunchtime. Close to me there is a pub which has got the license until 1 o'clock in the night, and next in front of me there is a restaurant which is a wine shop open only in the evening. So from a point of view, I don't see the problem to trade for me and sell alcohol, which is gonna be mostly a wine shop. I mean, it's not gonna be selling 100,000 tonnes of alcohol. It's gonna be, I don't know. It's a small place. What I got is just a small place. It's got 20, 25 covers, so it's not gonna be that massive queue outside. I mean, the people coming to have a glass of wine, and as in Rainwood, my customer are very good customer. I got a very good reputation in Rainwood, so I want to bring the same concept in Wimborne. Also, I like to sell Italian products. With Italian products, I like to sell wine bottles. But we're talking about expensive wine bottles. I'm not talking about cheap bottle. What we do in Rainwood is we do wine classes, we do master classes, we do cookery school, we do regional event, and nothing has been a problem. So we know what we're doing, and obviously I'm aware of the anti-social behavior, I'm aware of the noise, I'm aware of everything, but I'll be honest, I don't see the problem in Wimborne if it's just until 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, then the next is gonna be the pub. So
Thank you very much.
yeah.
You've explained yourself very well. Is there anybody else from your deposition that would like to make any comments at this point?
I mean, obviously, I'm Christina's lawyer, Louise Bryce. All I would say is that Christina came to me with this. I've actually eaten at her restaurant. I've actually been to Ringwood. It's quite niche. It's quite a bespoke kind of, I wouldn't say restaurant. It's more like a bistro. I'd say it was more, her clientele are regulars. They're very nice people. I mean, you're not going to get people walking in there in their best t-shirts. It's always packed and crowded. I've never seen anybody in there drunk. I mean, I know Wimborne very well as well. I think a lot of the objection factors are aimed at the pub, if I'm being honest. And I don't see that there is going to be any detrimental effect on the area at all. If anything, I think it would be welcomed by quite a lot of Wimborne's residents. I think it is a little bit niche, a little bit of a niche, but cookery classes, wine classes. I mean, who doesn't like wine tasting of a Thursday or Friday evening? I think, but I think the onus really is the fact that, in order to be able to put forward, there shouldn't be a detrimental thinking based on what previous businesses have been doing. Certainly not the pub. I mean, like I said, I know Wimborne pretty well. I know the pub that they're talking about, and these people aren't that type of people. They're not going to be causing you issue. I'm also an ex-police officer, so from that point of view, I don't see an antisocial behaviour issue. I mean, certainly most people that have antisocial problems with drinking are not going to be able to afford one bottle of their wine. I can assure you of that. So I just hope that council can see the factors for this and sort of let them sort of show what they can do to the area. I mean, that's basically what I'm here to do. I'm kind of here as a sort of a support, not as a legal sort of, pushing. So I just hope that council would see that this is what they're trying to do, and that in no way, shape or form are they trying to come into the area and then create more issues. So I think what they're going to do is, I think you'd be pleasantly surprised, actually. And the one in Ringwood's absolutely amazing. If you haven't been, I highly recommend it. And that's all I've got to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So you've put your case really well. Do you want to say anything? Or are you happy that they've?
I'm very happy.
Thank
So, ladies, do we have any questions?
I did have a set of questions, but you've actually answered them.
Can I just explore, please, just a little bit more about the food and the ethos? So, because it's going to be a very long day if you're doing breakfasts as well. So if the food is only breakfast and lunch, and then in the evening, it's basically wine tastings and
Not always, not always. We're planning to do wine tasting sometimes, but the purpose of this business is just open breakfast and lunch.
Yeah.
Then if there is a request of a private event,
okay.
if we like to do regional event like in Ringwood, yes, I will open sometimes, but
So-
I took this place just to slow down and for myself. I'm talking about for myself.
Yeah, it's lovely.
To slow down because the one in Ringwood is open breakfast, lunch, dinner. So with this one, I want to just have a breakfast and lunch. Occasionally, if someone asks me for a party,
Okay.
I would like to do it.
That was the bit I was trying to clarify.
Yeah.
So basically, you're asking for the license through till 11 for those occasional private parties that you're doing, but the norm would be finished as you normal as the premise is now.
Yes,
about
yes,
4
yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You say that you're going to be selling wine and you're not going to be selling cans of alcohol, but on your application, you say you intend to sell all types of alcohol. So could you clarify that? Are you selling spirits?
Yeah, spirits and beers, but no draft or any cans.
Just to clarify this
The
point
beer
1 second.
is then
The beer we sell, for example, in Italy, are specialized beer.
in
For
bottles.
artisan beers,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, it's
The-
an APA from
The
Italy.
spirits and liqueur we sell in Ringwood, for example, are specialized liqueurs that we buy from a company in London, which you can't really find in the supermarket. So that again, even the spirits, they're specialized spirit, which we usually sell by bottle, for example, special type of grappas or special digestive, which you can really find everywhere.
I understand.
Things
we
more.
not intended to sell any cocktails. Absolutely, I never done this one previously. I'm not gonna do that in Wimborne. It's not my purpose. My purpose is to have a nice lunch with a nice glass of wine, if it's possible. No, of course, if they don't want the wine, they don't want the wine. But I want to be the freedom to sell the wine if it's possible, but no cocktails and no spirits. I've never done. Even in Ringwood, we not selling the massive spirits. It's just the purpose of the restaurant is the wine, basically. So that's what I intend to do there.
I've got a question. So if I came into your establishment and wanted just a glass of wine, would that be possible, or would I have to have food with it?
Where in Ringwood or in Wimborne?
In the new premises.
If I got the license, yeah.
Thank you for your answer.
But you need to eat something. I usually encourage people, if they have a glass of wine, but take some appetizer or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Did
So
have
you
anything
can
to-
have just a glass of wine. Is
Yeah,
that your
if
intention?
they want to.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Do I ask you now if you've got any questions?
I don't have any questions.
No,
Thank you.
questions. So we've asked our questions. So I did want to point out that at this point we would normally go to the people that have objected. We have thoroughly read their submission. They're not here to, so we've got nothing. We can't interrogate them. But we have, as you have, read their comments, and you've addressed them in your speech now. Normally at this point, I'd ask you to sum up, but given that you were the last people to speak, I mean, have you got anything you want to add? But, bearing in mind, you've put your case very well already.
These people, I think they object about the tables and chairs, but there was nothing to do with me. And I just received an email from someone in the council apply if I want to, but at the moment I'm not intended to put any tables and chairs outside. If I want to, I will apply because I like to do everything by law, but it's not my intention now. So I don't see even people getting outside and drinking wine and be noisy or something. So it's gonna be inside, but if I really need, I will apply for tables and chairs, but it's not my intention at the moment. So.
Okay, thank you very much. You made that very clear. Thank you. Anything else anybody wants to say? Officers, any questions, anything anybody wants to say? No? Okay. So thank you for all that information. The process now is we will consider our judgment. You will hear from us within 5 working days.
Okay.
If you don't like our decision, there is room for appeal. The next stage is the magistrates' court. Yeah, so the next stage is for you to hold tight, and we will let you know in due course. Thank you very much for coming in.
Can you just clarify the period of time to apply for 21 days?
There we go. We've got 21 days to appeal.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
If-
21 days of it.
If you don't like our decision.
Okay, that's
Okay.
perfect. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Thank you
Yeah,
for listening.
thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Live stream, please.
And let's get
Yes, please.